Most people think relationships end because of problems or arguments, but in reality, people walk away when they feel like they can find something similar elsewhere. If someone believes they can replace you, they won't hesitate to move on. But if their mind registers you as rare, unique, and irreplaceable, they will hold on even when they don't fully understand why. The key is to subtly program their emotions so they feel like no one else can give them what you do. The first step is to introduce a level of depth and connection that they haven't experienced before. People don't stay for surface-level conversations. They stay because something feels different, deeper, and uniquely valuable. The trick is to say things that make them question whether they've ever met someone like you before. For example, it's crazy how some people go their whole lives without conversations like this. Most people don't think the way you do. It's actually rare. I don't know if you realize this, but not everyone gets this kind of energy from me. Now, their brain registers this connection as unique, making them afraid to lose it. Another powerful way to make someone feel like they can't replace you is by creating emotional contrasts. The human mind remembers extremes, moments of high emotion, excitement, or deep connection. If every interaction feels the same, their brain processes it as routine. But if you introduce emotional shifts, they will feel like they can't experience the same dynamic anywhere else. For example, some moments should feel deep and intense, like you truly understand them. Other moments should be playful and light, making them associate you with joy. Occasionally, introduce a small withdrawal, making them wonder why, and work to get your attention back. Now, their brain is addicted to the highs and seeking closure during the lows, making them attached to you more deeply. One of the strongest psychological triggers for irreplaceability is creating a shared world. People don't just get attached to who you are. They get attached to the experiences and emotions they share with you. The trick is to subtly introduce shared perspectives, inside jokes, or unique ways of thinking that only exist between you two. For example, no one else would even get this conversation. It's kind of just our thing now. I bet if someone else read our messages, they'd have no idea what we're talking about. It's funny how some things just make more sense when it's us talking about them. Now, their brain sees you as part of their world, making it feel unnatural to remove you from it. Another deep psychological trick is making them feel like they are unlocking parts of you over time. People don't get attached to things they fully understand. They get attached to what they are still figuring out. If someone feels like they already know everything about you, they assume the excitement is gone. But if they feel like there's always more to uncover, their mind will keep chasing the connection. For example, you've picked up on some things about me, but there's still a lot you haven't figured out yet. I don't usually open up to people this fast. It's interesting how this played out. You think you understand me already? That's cute. Now, their mind is trained to see you as someone with layers, making them mentally resist the idea of leaving before they've uncovered everything. One of the final ways to make a client feel like they can't replace you is reinforcing the investment they've already made. People don't like to feel like they've wasted time, energy, or emotions on something that doesn't matter. If they've already put effort into the connection, their brain wants to justify keeping it going. The trick is to subtly remind them of what they've already built with you. Say things like, "It's funny how some people don't even realize how much they've already invested in something. Most people wouldn't have made it this far in a conversation with me." You ever notice how some connections feel like they actually mean something, even early on? Now their brain sees this connection as something worth keeping, making them afraid to lose what they've already invested in. The final step in making someone feel like they can't replace you is introducing the fear of regret. People don't just chase what they like, they chase what they think they might lose and regret later. The trick is to make them think ahead, subtly making them imagine what it would feel like if you were no longer in their life. Say things like, "It's interesting how some people don't realize what they have until it's gone." It's funny how you don't always notice when something is rare until you look back on it. Ever had a moment where you realized too late that something was more valuable than you thought? Now, their brain applies that thought to your connection, making them mentally resist the idea of losing you. Once these psychological techniques are in place, a client won't just enjoy talking to you. They will feel like they can't find another connection like this anywhere else. They won't just engage. They will hold on, initiate, and invest more to keep the connection alive. And once someone's mind tells them that you are irreplaceable, they won't even think about walking away. If you want to learn advanced emotional influence, deep psychological conditioning, and how to create long-term emotional dependence, I break everything down inside my private group. You'll get exclusive strategies on subconscious emotional control, hidden persuasion techniques, and making people feel mentally locked into a connection. If you're serious about mastering this, the link is in the description.